What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to LetsNot, and for the very first time, welcome to Pokemon Legends Arceus. Alrighty guys, so we are officially making video content, of course, about Pokemon Legends Arceus, and I wanted to go ahead and start with the very first thing that pretty much everybody cares about in this game, which is shiny Pokemon, of course. So first and foremost, I'm super happy to announce overworld shinies are back, right? So just like in Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, Pokemon can appear in the wild, in the overworld shiny. So what this really means is basically that you're going to find way more shiny Pokemon than you would in a normal Pokemon game, even at full odds, just because unlike a standard Pokemon game where you'd have to run into every single Pokemon just to tell if it's shiny, you'll immediately know. So this does mean you are going to find just some awesome random shinies in this game, hopefully a couple in your playthrough, which will really enhance the game. And just real quick too, here's a quick screenshot of a Pokemon, just, you know, a wild Zoroark, just to prove that, hey, yes, it is shiny in the overworld. Again, just as a general rule, I'm going to try and keep this video as spoiler-free as possible as far as the endgame content. Obviously, the game is now out, but again, I want to keep it as spoiler-free as possible. But anyway, let's jump into it. Let's talk about really how to shiny hunt in this game, and more importantly, the shiny hunting rates. So let's jump over to the other screen. Alrighty guys, so here we have it. Once again, the data mining team behind Pokemon these guys are awesome. So big shout out here to Anubis for putting together this chart. But let's break down the Pokemon Legends Arceus shiny rates. They're honestly way better, I think, than I definitely expected. I think than most players expected. Not inspected. Inspected. What am I inspecting? Sorry. They're way better than most players expected. So let's talk about it. So just like every other recent Pokemon game, the base shiny rate's going to be 1 in 4,096. And like I already said, it's not actually that bad. It's actually a little better than you might think, because that 1 in 4,096 is an overworld shiny rate, meaning that, again, you don't have to check every single Pokemon, or if you run by a shiny Pokemon, it'll be pretty obvious. And it also will make a pretty nice noise, and you'll still get that star visual effect. So breaking this down, there are a few things that can change your shiny rate. So one, the very first thing is going to be reaching Dex Research level 10. So as you move forward, completing your Pokedex, it'll give you 1 extra roll. You can also get the shiny charm after you've reached that Dex level 10, then you'll be able to unlock the shiny charm, which it kind of says there at the bottom too, right? It's impossible to reach Dex Perfect alone. It requires Dex 10, or shiny charm, which requires Dex 10. So just note that getting Dex Research Perfect and shiny charm boost your roll, so those extra 5 rolls, does require Dex Research level 10. So like, you can't have the shiny charm without that, right? And then finally, the biggest change there is going to be the Mass Outbreak, which is going to add 25 extra rolls, which is absolutely massive, right? So when we break this down, with just Dex Research level 10 and the Mass Outbreak, right? Again, because you can't have one of those without the other, you're going to be already to a 1 in 20 or 27 extra rolls, which is 1 in 152. Now, if we keep in mind the rate for a 40 chain in Pokemon Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl is like 1 in 99. Right? So, or 1 in 98, one of those two. So by reference, that's already almost as good without having the shiny charm. Now, once you have the shiny charm, let's say, and again, I wouldn't actually recommend doing Dex Research Perfect for everything. That's probably not going to happen too often. So usually you'll have Dex Research 10, Shiny Charm, and Mass Outbreak. But even just with a Mass Outbreak, you're at 1 in 158. That can happen really almost as soon as the game starts. Some of these Mass Outbreaks, which is absolutely awesome, because it means that right out of the gate, you can start shiny hunting Mass Outbreaks, and you're already at a 1 in 158. Huge improvement. Most games require you to get to endgame before you can unlock the best shiny hunting method. Like Pokemon Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, for example, you have to get the shiny chaining app for your Pokeradar, which literally requires you to see every single Pokemon in the game. No, this game, as soon as you unlock those Mass Outbreaks, you can immediately go to 1 in 158 shiny rate hunting, which is absolutely insane, and only a little bit off of perfect, which is 1 in 128. Like, that's not a huge difference between those two. Like, so I mean, it's huge, right? It's absolutely awesome. Something else to keep in mind too, since we're talking about shiny rates, you cannot shiny hunt the starters. Now, I feel like they do this to kind of free people, because there are some people who just will hunt shinies for like 1,000 hours just trying to get shiny starter. So as this is probably a bad thing for those of you who actually enjoy doing that, but just know all static encounters in this game, so legendaries, mythicals, gifts, all that good stuff, shiny locked, you can't hunt it, right? There's no reset hunting for those static encounters. So please don't waste your time on that. Please don't try to do that because you're gonna have a bad time. Now, again, awesome news overall, and I'm gonna try and keep this video fairly short, but I am gonna briefly talk about what's a mass outbreak. So basically, when you leave Jubilife Village, which is gonna be kind of the main hub area in the game, this gentleman here will tell you that, hey, there's a mass outbreak, right? Then again, once you take a step out, you go to the overworld map, you're going to see the mass outbreaks here on the map. So in the case of you know, in this particular case, let me pull up the image here for you. There we can see that we have a Zoroark outbreak, we have a Starly outbreak, and we have a Happiny outbreak, right? So those are going to be the outbreaks available on the map. And there are certain ways that you can kind of reset these outbreaks, save these outbreaks, chain these outbreaks. Those aren't going to improve your odds of finding a shiny, but it's gonna mean you can hunt the same outbreak a couple times in a row, multiple times in a row. So like if you do get something very valuable, like a Zoroark outbreak, you can kind of hunt that over and over again because, again, a really cool Pokemon to get. You probably want to hunt that. So again, there are some methods to do that, and we'll break those down in a different video when we go really into depth about mass outbreaks and how they work. This is just kind of give you an overview of what those look like. So all in all, guys, super pumped for Legends Arceus. Again, this is really just to break down those rates for you, talk about the shiny rates, and very briefly explain what mass outbreaks are. But yeah, we will be doing a ton more content, and of course we'll be doing some shiny hunting using mass outbreaks ourselves. So if you guys did enjoy the content, please subscribe so you guys don't miss any Pokemon Legends Arceus content. And yeah, we will be live playing this game on YouTube and Twitch, so hope to see you guys there. Thanks, everybody.